Hey folks, and welcome back to Glenn and Adrian's Rock Talk. That's Adrian.
And that's Glenn.
And today we are going to return to Mission Souls with a Beatles cover on the porch in January of 2024. So it's over a year and a half ago, almost 2 years ago. So everybody's substantially younger. Ice is only 10 years old. Stacy's 11, Nisha is 13, Nacy's is 14. And then Sheen, Mommy, and Secan, Daddy, are both in here as well. And my guess is that they're actually playing on their own porch here. And they're going to play Obla Di, Obla Da, Paul's track from the White Album. A fun song. I don't know that everybody in the Beatles was on board with it. I don't think John Lennon liked it very much, it seems to me. But who cares? It's a great song, I think. I'd like to hear them play it. And it'll be interesting just to check back in at where they were at that point. You know, I mean, January, that's 20 months ago at this point. It would just be interesting because I know, for example, Nisha has not been playing guitar for very long at this point. I think it's only been a little over 2 years. So it should give us some insights. So Adrian, any thoughts ahead before we look at this?
Well, just looking forward to hearing a Beatles cover, and the whole family's here now, too, at this time.
That's right. That's right. And they're outdoors for a change. All right. Let's check it out, and we will discuss afterwards.
All righty.
That was fun.
Wow.
What'd you think, Adrian?
School of Rock on steroids and brain food. I was wondering how they were going to pull this particular one off, but they sure did.
Yeah, they got all the little details in there. You know, the little, oh, my piano's not on. But the doo-doo-doo-doo-doo, and all of that. And they got the laughter in there and the la-las and everything.
Yeah, because I was waiting for that part where, it goes, "Oh, ho, 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 ho," before the second verse or third verse or whatever.
Yeah, they got them both. I think Sheena was doing them, and maybe I think she had a little help too here and there. But
Oh, okay.
yeah. Oh, I enjoyed it. As somebody that has heard the original way too many times to count, I thought they nailed it. Really enjoyed that. They already have significant skills, as we can see. Nacy's was using the white keyboard. Somebody mentioned to me in the last video that we looked at, the Dire Straits Tunnel of Love, that the Juno 6 that we saw, the black keyboard, was actually the newer keyboard, not the older one. I had them switched, So the white keyboard is the older one, as we can see from this video. And they all do look significantly younger, all the kids do. I liked the little mohawk almost that Ice had, too. I thought that was cool. Or maybe it was just a big cowlick. I don't know, but it worked. Everybody sounded good. Stacy and Sheena switching off the lead vocals. It was cool. It was expertly played by all involved. Daddy Secan had the bass line down, the McCartney bass. It's perfect on that.
Ice seems to be trying out a new type of rhythm for the song and mastering it. Somehow it seems less restrained in his playing than Ringo, but he probably is playing exactly the way Ringo did.
He doesn't tend to go crazy. He does tend to stick pretty close to, the script, essentially. But he does add his own individuality to it as well. And I thought he did great here. Remember, he's 10 here, and he still sounds pretty solid, so.
Also, it just takes a lot of restraint to drum like Ringo, too. I mean, there's that temptation to get real greedy with the drums, and do all these fills and stuff, these crazy fills.
That's right. Yeah, he very carefully wrote all of his parts. He put in what he thought the song required, and it was always a little different. That's where Ringo's magic is. He wrote individual parts for every Beatles song, and they were all different. There's something interesting to hear in Ringo on every track. That's usually how you can identify a Beatles song first, is you hear Ringo. You're like, oh, I know what that is. They did a wonderful job. Really enjoyed it. I wonder how many concerts they did on the porch. It was very cool to see, and I'm glad we took a look at it.
Yeah, that was pretty special, seeing them play on the porch. Get to see what their porch looks like.
Yeah, that's right. Nice, get some fresh air. Give the neighborhood a little. Give the neighborhood a treat.
Yep.
Okay, folks. So why don't you let us know what you thought of this? If you have any particular thoughts you think we missed, or anything else you want to point out, by all means, leave it below. And if you have other suggestions for us, leave those as well. Don't forget, we just did a breakdown of Dire Straits versus Mission Souls, kind of an analysis of how Mission Souls put together their Tunnel of Love cover. And that was a fun video, so don't miss that one. But thanks so much for joining us today on this one, and we will catch you on the next one, all right? Take care, folks.
See you all later.